Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Saquon Barkley scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll run it on the toss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight end.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
I'm gonna show you, man.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first.
That's a nice run right there. Able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. 33 yards that time. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Ravens 14, Falcons 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
7 yards, the pickup there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
45.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Second down and inches.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in his first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari
in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
53 is the mic. I got one. Check. 53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Hey, pick you up.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Let's get off the field, D. 53 is the mic.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll look to throw here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. The beautiful fake. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll find Hall. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Albert Okuebuna. 29 yards. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 2nd and 9 now. That's caught left side, the tight end Pitts. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
When you spend your 1st-round pick on a pass rusher, you are absolutely counting on him to be an impact player. And there you go. Right away, he gets to the quarterback.
And guess what? Likely the first of many that we're going to see from that young man. And this returnable for Harris. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Back to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
The Falcons on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Second down, here's Barkley again. 107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shoot.
Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Check. 53. Check 53. All right, T, let's
2nd and 5.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, That one going to fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in Week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start Week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check. Fresno. Check 52. Ready. Check. Watch out. 45 tonight.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
You're trash.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they take a knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One final shot they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Ravens, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.
So I'm back with my brother and together.